I don't even know what the point of this video is, because from how much Sonic fans hate linearity, they probably can't watch a video starting from A and B, which always plays out the exact same way no matter what. And yet many make videos! No, but seriously though. Open world Sonic game, or rather, just the Forces hate. Just the Forces hate, really. Like, you know, I've pretty much been a Forces hype, I guess. Like, I did have the unhyped thoughts, but like, I'm not super excited because I'm quite cautious. Because, you know, Sonic Team at the end of the day. But everything that they've shown is promising. It's just the stuff that they haven't shown is like, how the fuck is this going to work? Do they have a good concept that they're gonna fuck up? Or do they just do a boring run but do it well, or somewhere in between? Like, I don't know. But one thing that has been shown is just people complaining about a platformer being linear? Like, I know people are getting sick of comparisons with Sonic and Mario, but like, I know. Do you think Mario would work if it wasn't just going from level to level? People bring up, oh, Mario 64 or Mario Sunshine, but they're still sectioned off into levels, and you still need to meet a quota of fucking stars, and you get those stars from completing levels. And those levels are just repeated worlds. You could just do different objectives. That's not non-linearity. It's just alternate routes. No matter what way you do it, you're still going to unlock the stages in the same fucking order, because the quotas never change. It's always the same quotas. It's always the same missions. And then, it's not like, say, Breath of the Wild, where you can literally go to the final boss right away. Like, sure, the end of the game is still the end of the game. But it's not like you have to go in this specific order. You can go to the dungeons in order to make the final boss easier. You can just piss about in the world getting stronger weapons. You can, well, as I said, just speedrun the game, storm the palace to get the best weapons in the game, and then just absolutely stunlock fucking Ganon. Like, you know, no, with that type of thing, that's what you think of open world. You can go anywhere. You may get missions throughout, but you can go anywhere from the start. And it's just like, I don't think a Sonic game would work. I don't think most platformers, if not any, could work. Well, no. The only exception I would say is Metroidvanias, but that's mainly because of the upgrade systems they tend to have directly improving your ability to traverse, which again, you just add in an area which you can't traverse without an upgrade, and BAM! It's linear. Linearity isn't just, oh look, it's a straight path. It's just getting from A to B. It doesn't matter how you get to A to B. If there is no option to just go to C instead, and you know, C isn't just a shortcut to B, it's an entirely different path with its own resulting endings. It's still fucking linear. Like like Super Mario World, for example, it's just like you go in the secret exits. What do you get? You either reach just dead ends with secrets like that fucking donut secret, which just gives you pretty much all the power-ups you could ever need in the entire fucking game. Then there's just the fucking... oh, what is it? Oh yeah, then there's Star World, which allows you to skip to World 8. Or you can just go along the normal path until you reach the forest. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. In all of the results, you're either going to have to backtrack to the path if it's a dead end, or you're going to end up in fucking Bowser's castle no matter what. It's not non-linear, it's branching paths. Like, it does add more replay value and it's definitely less linear, but it's not the definition of open world. When people say open world Sonic game, I think they actually mean they want more branching paths. But then you just look at people like Blue Rush and yes, I know it's pretty much fandom status quo to hate the fucker, but it's like, you know, he's just... I like his video making style, but it's like, some of his opinions are just fucking retarded. Like, I'm sorry, but you claim to like Unleash, but it's like a game that plays just like Unleash. It's too linear! What the fuck is wrong with you? And then of course just saying shit like, oh yeah, I don't like Generations, like he shows off a video of just not having to press the analog stick. Well, move it, it's not, well, there is a button in it, but whatever. Like, you know, that's not really a case when there's a forwards moving button, aka the boost, which also makes you invulnerable. There's the fucking L and R triggers to make you go side to side, while the analog stick uses tank controls. And for moving backwards, why do you need to move backwards? Why? So of course you're not going to be pressing the analog stick inside the boost gameplay, and even if you are, it's the first fucking level. Like Green Hill Zone in Generations is a tutorial level, and pretty much all of the levels shown off in Sonic Forces are either Green Hill or fucking that Flame City. I think there's like that one desert level. It might just be a different part of Green Hill, just like where all the water has drained out and Eggman built a fucking factory. I have no idea. But that's just it. You can see inside the tag team gameplay, there's branching paths. So no, IGN doesn't go on those branching paths. But if you just use your fucking eyes, on the bottom, there's just enemies to fight, and, you know, it's just running forwards and attacking things. It's not really hard to die, but it's an early fucking level. Like, you know, it's designed to be shown off. And then there's an upper path where if you just use the grappling hook instead of going into the boost rings, you get this platform. And then you can either drop down into the middle row, or you can jump up into the fucking wave of rings, which honestly I have no idea why the rings are like that. And then there's an extra path, or, you know, inside the factory bit itself, there's different branching paths. Well, no, there's a upper path which uses the wrist spin abilities, or you can just go in the fucking battle arenas. And while the battle arenas are quite fucking repetitive, it's like you can skip that with platforming. And, you know, you're not getting slowed down by enemies, so it's a speedrunning strat. Like, but anyway. Enough about just Blue Rush being a fucking retard. Let's just talk about why linearity isn't bad. Well, let's just think of something like, I know, a story. Linearity would be the start, the middle, and the end. Like, you get introduced to everything in the beginning, and then in the middle there's some plot twist, or, you know, just the plot gets kicked in, and then at the end everything gets resolved. And but let's imagine if you put the end at the beginning and then everything is just a flashback sequence. It's like, yeah, that can work. How about we just put the fucking middle inside of the beginning, and it's like no kind of link to it, and it's just like, what? But it's like, oh no, it's not linear. And you could say that I'm being quite pedantic by taking it out of the medium of film, but it's like, people asking for a open world Sonic game. It's a platformer. Well, no. Platform games are about getting to the goal ring, or the flagpole, or whatever the fuck. I don't know. You get to Crash Bandicoot's warp gate into the fucking Insane Trilogy. I don't know. Oh yeah, it's meant to be a Cortex-based source. No wait, that's the second game. Whatever, I forget the Crash 3 one. So with that, it's just like, need to check if this is recording. Yes it is. Like, just with this shit, it's just like, the entire point of a platformer is to overcome a specific challenge to progress. That's why people got pissy about Mario adding in easy mode options. Like, you know, no, they have to work their way through the game. And it's like, if open world, being able to go anywhere from the start, it's just like, oh, now I can just skip right over to the Bowser battle, or, oh, I can't pass this one thing, let's just skip it to go on to the other one. And it kind of just ruins progression if it's done incorrectly. Like, of course, there's some games like Fallout which put not the fucking Bethesda ones, the originals. I'm going from H-Bomber. I'm not gonna go into thorough analysis because I don't know what I'm talking about. But, you know, at least in that video it actually shows off. You go to this objective, you see that objective you can't currently do, but on your way to there you see a town, so then you can end up doing some shit there. And it's like you can go anywhere, but you're pointed inside of a direction. Like, I mean, that could work, but remember, it's Sonic Team. Like, you lot complain about Sonic Team fucking everything up. Imagine how badly they could fuck up a fucking open world platformer. A playstyle which is quite contradictory in amongst itself, because again, it's overcoming a level is overcoming a platform challenge, and you know, you have to get past everything in order to progress further into the game. Just being able to go, I don't really care, let's just skip that one. It's just like, it takes away from it a bit, and it's like, sure, you could always add incentives, or you could build the game around it, but it's like, do you really want to be making entire sections that people don't really explore? Like, you know, you're not really going to see fucking collectathons make too much of a comeback now. Like, there was Ukulele, but that thing got fucking destroyed, didn't it? No, but seriously, it's just like you can go anywhere, you can chase after any fucking pagey, but it's like there's no direction and you just have no idea what the fuck you're doing, and if you do, it's like, okay, well, how do I fucking do this when the fucking thing that says Sonic and can break glass or whatever it was doesn't actually break glass? Yeah, just the misleading descriptions there. I'm tangenting a lot, but it's like, it's a discussion about a fucking genre change. Like, you know. Now, I know Sonic jumped from 3D. I know he jumped from the adventure style to the fucking boost style, which, speaking of which, yeah, the original playstyles, they weren't fucking non-linear, were they? Like, you know, adventure, what were you doing? Oh yeah, you're still getting to the end of each fucking level. You just get to your fucking going and boom, it's fucking done. What about classics? Oh yeah, branching paths, yes, but the going is still at the far right of the stage and you still start at the far left. No matter how high up or low down you go, you're still going from left to right. It's still linear progression. And, you know, with adventure it's a bit more windy, not because it's better, but because that's just how 3D space works. And it's like, you're still getting from the start of the level over to the end of the level. You're still getting to that signpost. There's nothing different about that. And then again with the boost games, it's just like you're literally going to the end, and there are some branching paths, like, you know, the fucking chemical plant one in Generations where you can jump on the beams. Like, man, people liked pointing that shit out, and it's just like, wow. I know, it's just pretty stupid that people demand that an entire genre change inside of a game which is admittedly playing it safe. Let's be honest here. It's like they've abandoned a playstyle they could have refined like they refined the others in order to go back to the fucking boost formula which worked for them. They also fucking brought back classic Sonic, and then they pretty much thought, what is guaranteed to get us the best reception? It's like, oh yeah, people were whining that the games got too light-hearted, let's have a darker story. What else? Well, maybe we could add OCs in, because, you know, that will please the children. Or the weird porn accounts. No, but seriously though, it's just you're asking too much. Why am I laughing? And, you know, it's fine to have your own expectations, but how fucking overzealous some people get. It's like, we saw this a lot when between Forces and Mania fans, just like Mania fans finding any way to tear into them forces and say, oh, Mania's better. But at least when Mania was still not released in the fucking buggy state that it was, like, yeah, fans create a game which is better than most of the games in years, but they still don't know how to make a stable one. Like, seriously, how glitchy games are becoming, it's actually kind of annoying at this point. But also, it's just like, after the game release, it's like, the game's already out, just go fuck off. Like, if you think Mania's better, just play Mania. If Mania's so good, why aren't you playing it? I know that's the fucking retarded Jim Sterling argument, like, you know, do you think that people need breaks, or do you think that people are going to leave social media just because a game came out? Like, social media is their lives, Jim. But also, it's just like, I can see the point. It's like ragging on how fucking good something is and how bad something else is. Like, just a competition thing. And it's just stupid. But now that the competition should at least be over, it's gonna get lit up again when fucking forces come out, by all means. But for now, it should just be a grace period or some shit. But then there's just people like Blue Rush, for example. Like, I might as well just leave you with a link to his Twitter feed just because he's been really annoying me recently. It's just, I know, it's linear, linearity, getting from A to B, starting at the beginning of the game and ending at the end, like literally every game fucking does. And of course, many of the screenshots that people use to say how linear it is from the beginning of the fucking levels, where you're literally just boosting and you need to get accustomed to the fucking stage so shit doesn't come at you immediately when you get that fucking boosting start. It's like, have you played a fucking boost game? Like, you start by boosting. And, you know, at the beginning of the stage, you're not really going to be looking around for hazards. You're going to be taking in the scenery. So, because, you know, that's different. You need to get accustomed to it. And then, all the platform challenges fucking begin. Like, even fucking classic Sonic fucking done this. Like, you're not going to see hazards inside of the fucking first screen of a fucking classic game. Like, even with bullshit stages like, I don't know, the fucking Casino Night Zone, for example. It's just a little open area, and then you run into it. It gives you a little bit of breathing room, and with how fucking fast Sonic goes, it takes some distance. So just showing all of this empty land, it's just like, what? And then of course, showing how little enemies there are. Again, it's the beginning of the fucking game. What do you expect? Like I know some games tend to show off later on, but it's like, Sega doesn't want to spoil that shit. Like, if you just look at all the fucking trailers they've been announcing, like, there's literally just been Flame City, Flame City, Flame City, and then during the fucking infinite AMV that all of the fucking children will be making for their YouTube intros, there's literally just the ones seen inside Green Hill Zone with the fucking fucking original character. Just one bit of cutscene. Well, no, I think there's two, like, where Sonic's just like, I don't even know your name! I'm getting annoyed about a fictional character. And of course, oh yeah, that's another thing. Just like, you know, getting back to Blue Rush just mainly because he's the largest perpetuator. Of course, he's not the only one. Like, you can just look at fucking Mean Bean Machine and it has a linear thing. Like look at this level design and it's literally it's the beginning stretch of the fucking first level which shows off the fucking comet. It's like, it's not meant to be challenging. It's meant to be like, holy shit, Eggman has won and there's fucking chaos ensuing. It's meant to be cinematic, not problematic. I know, it's not meant to be too engaging. It's just meant to be a hook. That's how you start things off. It's not fucking Kingdom Hearts, which just goes, let's just have this confusing sequence which is never referenced ever again. And, you know, that's literally the only exciting bit. Now let's just have all of this exposition shit while you're wandering around the starting area. Like, at least Kingdom Hearts 1's actually progressed. With Kingdom Hearts 2, it's just play minigames until you have enough money to pay your way into the next part. Kingdom Hearts annoys me too. But anyway. Right, with Blue Rush, he's also been doing, not recently, but he's been one of the perpetuators of just, Sonic isn't real, why are you getting fucking annoyed at it, ignoring the fact that he's whining about linearity inside of a fucking platform game. But, you know, it's just, you know, first off, Sonic is real, but he's fictional. You can't talk to him, but he does exist. You can fucking see that there is remnants of him inside the physical world. There is fucking shit about him inside the real world. He's not fake, he's fictional. Get the distinction right, you fucking linearity bastards. But also, it's just like, you know, ignoring the hypocrisy. It's just a stupid statement because it's like, you've pretty much, well, no, that's gone back into the hypocrisy. But also, it's just like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I mean, you're the one going around pissing people off. It's not like, you know, you're just, it's not like normal drama. People are instigating it, and you're just, pretty much any side that you're not involved with, you just say that to them, and it's just like, yeah, just fuck off with that shit. I can spend my time whatever. Like, I would prefer imagining myself getting fucked by a super fast furry than I would realising my reality of living inside a house with my mother in, which I have like 3k to move out. I'm just waiting for my sister to find a place because she got kicked out because apparently she doesn't know what cleaning is. But also, it's just like, oh, what is it? Oh yeah, just dead-end job. Just, you know, having to work 5 days a week in order to be able to pay for food. Like, that's fun, right? That's so much more fun than forgetting your problems and just thinking about your nostalgia. Definitely much better decision. Like, you know, just it isn't real argument, even though it's fictional, but even if it isn't real, reality itself is fucking shit, and we need distractions for it. Let us obsess about omelette, because, you know, an upside down sprite of Eggman being turned into fan art is more entertaining than fucking working in your dead-end job, now isn't it? Like, I don't know. And of course, nobody will have made it this far because, you know, it's just, this video is too linear. Like, the video started at 0, 0, 0, and it ends whatever time that I press that fucking record button. And it's like, however many times you play it, it's still going to say the exact same things every single fucking time inside of an order that hopefully makes sense. My brain is a complete piece of shit, so it may not come out coherent. But, you know, it's just fucking retarded, really. Like, I get, and also there's just the large open world trend that people are sick of. Like, I mean, yeah, there's Minecraft, there's fucking Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, but it's like, expecting that type of non-linearity inside every single fucking game, some things just aren't made for it. It's like you try to give Sonic a fucking light-hearted story, and it's just like, oh, it's not edgy enough. So then they just create fucking Infinite and then just hold up their middle fingers. That took a bit out of me. Now to go to town to take out my money so I can pay rent, because reality is just so much better than playing video games and talking about video games with the people I also like. Nah, paying taxes is so much more fun.